All right, out here in front of Wayne Dempsey's immaculate 914/6. That this didn't start off life as a 914/6. It started off life as a 914.
That's right. It started off as a 914-4. When I bought this, I didn't know anything about cars. Before I came out to LA, I didn't even have an apartment. So I was bored, so I was looking through recyclers to try to buy one because my ex-girlfriend up in New York, her dad had one. It was a lot of fun to drive. The thing fell apart while I was driving. It was one of those Flintstones cars where you lift up the floor mat.
Holes in the floor.
Yeah, you can see the road going through underneath.
Sure.
But, so I bought the thing, came out here, and I didn't know anything about them. Took it to the Porsche dealer down at Vossich Polak, and had them do a pre-purchase inspection on it. And I wanted to make sure it was a 2-liter. I said, make sure it's a 2-liter.
Right.
Because that's all I care about, right? The guy was selling us a 2-liter. I didn't know. This was 15 years ago.
Sure.
So they said, okay, yep, 2-liter. So like a month later, I'm driving up to Otto's in Venice, just a shop down the corner here. That's where I actually met my business partner that day for Pelican. But he's looking at the car and he's like, yeah, nice 1.8 liter you got here.
Right.
And the 1.8 liter were the doggiest of all of them.
Sure.
They had 76 horsepower. You know,
1 liter had a whopping 118 horsepower.
110 or 105 or something like that.
Right.
But you know, in a car like this, that's 30%.
Sure.
So that's funny because I get in the car and I didn't know what I was doing. I get in the car to test drive it. I'm driving around because I'd only driven the other like 1.7s. I get in and I'm like flooring. I'm like, oh, this is what a 2-liter must feel like.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's just all psychological.
Sure. Sure.
So anyway, so it turns out not a 2-liter, and the dealership was wrong. So that's what started the transformation.
How does the dealership not suss that out?
Well, they haven't seen one of these in 20 years.
Oh, okay.
They had one guy in the back who was out sick that day. And they had another guy look at it. Oh, the brakes are okay, suspension's okay.
And $120 later. And
yeah, well, they refunded my $120, but.
So now then you dropped in a 6-cylinder into this baby.
I bought another car that was a 6, and that car was not that great. So I parked them next to each other because 914 owners, you never own just one. You got to own 2.
Parts car?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like 90% of them have 2. So I got the car, I parted it out, took all the parts, I swapped the 2 parts, made that one into a 4, put the 6 stuff in this, and then I promptly blew up that engine. So what we have today is a 3.2 Carrera motor in the back of this thing. It's got a 911 transmission, which is a 2-year only transmission that's been converted to work with the 914 that allows you to use the flywheel. It's got the big 914.6 GT flares, metal. It's got some awesome turbo wheels finished in the RSR.
Those are great.
Finish.
I like the old, simple German style rims.
Yeah,
look at that. That's nice.
Yeah, no one's really improved on those.
911 suspension, and the thing just goes really fast.
And
a lot of fun.
As far as the motor goes, can we take a look at it?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know how you do that on these cars. These 6s, I mean, the ones that started life as a 914/6, those things are getting up in price a little bit as well.
Yeah,
too.
20-25 grand, but they have they have a limited amount of power. They were a 2-liter 911T engine, and they were good for about 110 horsepower. In reality, the 4 cylinders are almost as fast because they were pretty heavy.
A little
lighter.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of nice for a mid-engine, like the Boxsters we were talking a little earlier.
Yeah.
The Boxsters, you can't see the motor.
Right.
This has got at least a little preview vent where you can get in there and say, hey, look at that, stack, something.
There was a product out there for the Boxster that has a clear window.
I saw that.
That guy went out of business, unfortunately. But it was a clear window you put over there. It looks pretty cool.
I'm going to offend a whole bunch of Boxster drivers. Chicks don't care about the engine.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's a chick car.
They don't even know it's there.
Nope.
Well, they have the new Boxster one, like the super lightweight.
That one's hot.
The Spider.
Yeah, the Spider. Yeah.
There's a funky roof that you gotta like.
Yeah. Why bother with the hell with the canopy? Could you fire this thing up and we can give it a little listen? This is confident. It's going to start it, not even get into the car.
Well, if it does jump into gear, it's going to plow into the trailer.
Wow.
on the vibrator. We're still working on finishing up some tiny details on it, but runs and drives pretty great.
Toss a couple revs into it, Wayne. Oh, you can, yeah, do it from here. I forgot.
Four-cylinder doesn't sound like that.
No, they don't sound good.
Like the sound
No. You
of
get
that.
once you drive one of these, if you own a 914-4 and you get into 6, you're kind of screwed, because once you drive one of these, you're never gonna. It's always gonna be in the back of your mind.
What kind of horsepower is this engine making?
220 to 250, depending on how it's configured.
In the car's 2,300 pounds or something.
I don't remember exactly, but I think it's something like that. Yeah, it's pretty darn light.
So
It's a little lighter than the 911.
meets good horsepower. All right, so where do people find you if they want to get some BMW or some Porsche parts?
Very easy. PelicanParts.com, or you know what? You can actually, most people find us by doing searches on, 911 clutch replacement. We come
Right.
up on Google. BMW master cylinder replacement. We come up on Google. A lot of people just find us through the tech content. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Wayne Dempsey of Pelican Parts, love the story on the 917 sleuthing of the engines, and love the success of your company. Come back anytime.
Great. Awesome.
Pleasure to finally meet you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Wayne.